New World Muscle, aka Keith, my brother. Thank you, man. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. I just changed a major poopy diaper. Major poopy diaper. Good to see you on here. Trying to get myself back into my routine now. My workouts, I think, are going to be a bit earlier for at least the time being. I train early anyway, but definitely at least another hour or so earlier, based around that baby's sleeping and eating schedule. Full time. But it's been a lot of fun. Collins, man, Genova has been non-stop. He doesn't give a shit. So selfish, too. So selfish. Now that he knows that I'm home. When can I see you? When can I see you? I know what he wants. I know what he wants. I told him, though, the only way he's getting anything out of me is if we can take a picture together and post it on my story. Can you believe that's what it's come to? Unbelievable. But I appreciate the congratulations. I'm watching a new show, by the way, guys. If you guys are interested, I always share with you the shit that I watch on TV. Called Hannah. Pretty good. Pretty good on Amazon Prime. I finished the first season. Pretty entertaining, actually. Good action. I like it. Anyway, I'm pretty tired. I was exhausted last night. The days catch up to you with the baby. Marissa's doing amazing. Recovery dog, good morning. Question is, does it make a difference when I dose the Sloop? Yes, it does. So, many people feel a sense of energy or focus, stimulation. Different people report different things. So one of my buddies said he felt kind of speedy when he first started taking it. That did not happen to me. But that being said, taking it before the gym in the morning, I felt like got me in a zone. And I also feel that it does affect your sleep. So I took 2 doses, 250 and 250, 500 total. And I did my first one as soon as I woke up in the morning, and my second one midday around 2 p.m. What country I'm in? I'm in the USA, baby. Is this a real video? It's a live video. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the subscriptions, you guys. In real life, real time, baby. Muhammad, what's going on? It's cardio Q&A, guys. You can ask me whatever you want. Whatever you want. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. You're hitting that subscribe button. You come in here, I'll answer whatever questions you want, whenever you want. Rona, good morning. Good morning, guys. I'm actually thinking about doing a video about the Sloop today for the YouTubers. Homemaker experiments. What kind of experiments do you do? 7 p.m. in India. What's going on in India tonight, SKD? What are all the ladies doing in India tonight? Am I doing good? Yes, I am. I just had a baby a week ago. Very excited about it. Shout out to everybody out there in India right now. Anyway, things are going good. I'm going to do a little video on my personal experiences with the Sloop. I think you guys will find interesting. Where am I from? I live in Boca Raton, Florida. Sunny Boca, although it's kind of cold today. Let me tell you guys, last night my back was so jacked up. I think a combination of, last week sleeping on that bench bed in the hospital and just a lot of different changes. And then just doing too much yesterday. Did a leg workout yesterday. Had a lot going on. Took Jack for a bath. tons of shit around the house, changing the baby on the floor with Marissa, stuff like that. My back was just spasming really bad at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I kind of should have just took it easy, and I didn't. So like 7:30-ish, I finally laid down. Man, my back was just going. And Marissa kept on saying, why don't you put the TENS unit on? Why don't you put the TENS unit on? And I was being stubborn about it. Finally, because I couldn't sleep, at like 11 o'clock at night, I put the TENS unit on. Put that shit on full blast for like an hour. And then I was able to sleep. So my own fault for not doing it earlier. Mart Dog, good morning, good morning. Aw, thank you, man. Thank you for the love for Enzo. I appreciate it. So that's an interesting perspective on the IGF-1. So there's things that can happen with elevated IGF-1. And by elevated, we mean really elevated. So there's a range that you see on the scale with IGF-1 when you look at an IGF-1 test, and the high end of the scale is 350. Personally, I've never been over 350 even while taking growth hormone. I've never been over that. There may be some people that have pituitary conditions and their bodies produce way more growth hormone. An example would be Tony Robbins, who, by the way, seems to be going really strong with all that excess. So there's always exceptions to this. And look, there's no data on most of this stuff. However, that being said, if you are over the range of what is considered healthy IGF-1, you can essentially grow cancerous cells faster, things like that. So that's why it is believed that you wouldn't want your IGF-1 to be out of that range. So I want to be in the top of that range, you know, and no matter where I do my GH, I never seem to be at the top of that range. So I know I'm getting the benefits of the GH, and I've seen it in the mid 200s, but I've never seen it over 3. So there is some truth to that. Nathan, what's going on? Does Jack ever get pissed at the weasel for sleeping on his bed? No, Jack kind of lets the weasel make him her bitch. I don't know why. He lets her sleep with her ass on his face, on his back, hog the bed, all kinds of stuff. He just accepts it. I guess he's just so easygoing. Hey, Tom, what's going on? SKD, you run a fitness center? Nope. I used to run a nutritional supplement company called Blackstone Labs, but I'm not allowed to anymore. Please subscribe, guys. I appreciate it. Hello. Reagan, what's going on? Benson Runner 5, hello. Good morning, guys. Good morning. What's going on, Reagan? What's going on? Anyway, so it's cardio Q&A time. I see I got some new peeps in here. Can somebody be 50% bodybuilder, 50% powerlifter? I mean, yeah, look at Mike O'Hearn. Mike O'Hearn's a perfect example of that. He has done incredible in powerlifting competitions and has always looked like a bodybuilder, right? He doesn't look like a powerlifter. He looks like a bodybuilder. He's literally always in shape. He actually always trains heavy, too. He's always training heavy. That's why he calls himself a power builder, a power bodybuilder, whatever. A perfect example of that. Now, I'll tell you, there was somebody that did it at a very, very high level. If you've never heard of Johnny Jackson, look up Johnny Jackson. Johnny Jackson was a champion powerlifter the same time as he was a champion bodybuilder. Had some crazy numbers. I think he squatted over 800 pounds. So yes, you can do both. Now, I will tell you, you look at some of the guys that were really, really good at both, like Stan Efferding, for instance. They have different kind of physiques. They typically had massive traps and delts. Not the best quads, though, interestingly enough. So it's a different style. It's a different style of training to do powerlifting and bodybuilding. And I think part of it is you have to be genetically gifted and you got to be really smart with your recovery time. I started out as a powerlifter, and most of the injuries that I got were from powerlifting while also trying to bodybuild. You know, if I could go back in time, I probably would not have powerlifted because I was having fun with it, but it wasn't what I was trying to make my career the way I was bodybuilding. How to be fit without doing gym? Well, it's a lot more difficult. You're gonna have to be on point with your diet. Make sure you eat a very clean and healthy diet. Make sure you're very active. Play some sort of sport, some cardio. Get out there, jog, run, walk the dogs, play pickleball, play tennis, do something that you're active and you're moving. Have a lot of sex. Hey, yeah, baby, Johnny Jackson. Very good at both. Do you have a silver play button? What's a silver play button? So, trying to get back into this rhythm with the cardio Q&As. Anish Tucker says, I'm your biggest fan. You don't know how much I'm inspired by you. You're my superhero. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Minus the Kurt Angle part. I don't think I look like Kurt Angle, but I'll take it for today. Homemaker experiments are all over the place. I'll take it though. I'll take it. I welcome it all. I welcome it all. Jack and Reese are here hanging out. So what else do we have going on besides baby Enzo being born? He's cool. He's chilling. Cute as hell. Cute as hell. Goldberg. Okay, I'll take the Goldberg. Yeah, I'll take the Goldberg. I'll take the Goldberg. For sure. Let's get Brother PJ that YouTube gold button. Help me, guys. Help me get it. I finally got, as of yesterday, I finally got my page monetized, which I don't think I'll really expect to see much different from that. Although there is a little money thing up here now. I notice on this screen that has changed, which is interesting. I haven't really done any new content because of the baby. I'll probably get back in the gym this week with Chris Luke and get something new going. Talked to Tony Hughes lately. I have not. I hope he's doing great. Man, I've been so busy with getting ready for the baby and the baby that I've been kind of out of the loop. I haven't talked to Guy. Guy's been blowing me up. Wants to know how the baby is doing too. I got to reach out to him. Got a lot of nice messages from everyone congratulating us, which I'm very thankful for. Man, there's a lot that goes down when you have a baby. So yesterday I was online doing the birth certificate, and we already did all the paperwork at the hospital for his little Social Security card. And I'll tell you what's been a huge pain in the ass is getting him put on the insurance. What a tremendous pain in the ass. I mean, you would think you could just call somebody and do this over the phone. Nope. Now, I don't know if it's different because our insurance is through work, through Blackstone Labs, because Marissa is an employee of Blackstone Labs. But man, Unitas had us on hold for an hour, right? Then, once we got through, they said we were not talking to the right department, put us through to the next department. That was another long hold. Once I got through to the person, that person said, oh, this is not the right apartment. This is like the 401k department. And I was like, listen, this is twice now. Put us through to the right people. Put me on hold. It said, wait time 45 minutes. We'd already wasted like 90 minutes at that point. So I did the callback button. They call us back in like a half an hour, and it's the wrong person. I said, "You, this is insane." We get on the phone with them, through all that, they tell us they can't do it. We got to do it through ADP. This starts a whole new process. Finally, go through all this stuff, get on the phone, the horn with the lady from ADP, and she's like, "You got to log into the website and do it," which is crazy. I'm like, "You can't just do it for me over the phone?" Nope. So after all that, Marissa didn't remember her password to the website, so we tried doing a password retrieval, all the shit, got locked out. So once we got locked out, they said they'd send us some paperwork to fill out and just do it the old-fashioned way, but you can docu-sign it. So we'll do that today. What a pain in the ass, man. What a pain in the ass. When is my next workout with the Sith Lord? Unfortunately, there will be no workouts of this sort. Here's the deal, Fit God. I could work out with him, which would be terrible for me and good for him, because I'd push him and give him a good workout. But I can't film anything or even take pictures, and I can't share it with you guys, which is what I want to do. So why screw up my afternoon? I will be seeing him fairly soon, though, for sure. Homemaker Experience says, I think you can get some bodybuilder tips. Absolutely, I can give you some bodybuilder tips. Eat 5 or 6 meals a day. Get a good amount of protein. A balanced amount of carbs and fat. Don't overdo it. Hit the gym. Do 1 body part a day. 5 days a week. Drink a gallon of water a day. Get your sleep. Boom. That's the basics right there. Benson Runner. Baby Braun coming in 1 month. Baby Braun was born last week, baby. I got a week old now. Week old little guy. Thank you, Luke, man. It's good to see you on here, brother. Feeling good. You know, that few days in the hospital is quite catabolic. Quite catabolic being in there, not sleeping and not eating a lot and being stressed out. Homemaker, I had the baby, or my wife had the baby, Tuesday last week. He is exactly 1 week old. At 12:59 today will be his 1 week birthday. Very exciting. Enzo Rocky Braun, we named him. Enzo Rocky. And he's a little fighter too. He was fighting those first 24 hours. Coming out, not really breathing the way that he was supposed to. They had to take him right to the NICU, which was scary. He had to stay in the hospital a little longer than us. But he came home Saturday. Luke, yes, had the baby on Tuesday last week. So Marissa and I were in the hospital till Friday. We came home Friday. He had to stay there, little guy in the NICU. But we went there Saturday morning to see him, and they said he could come home. He was ready to go. 8 pounds, 7 ounces, a big little guy. I appreciate it. Let's see. What are your thoughts on all those bodybuilders dropping like flies? Well, there really aren't a lot of bodybuilders dropping like flies. The bodybuilders have always died right over the years. The difference is now we have social media and everything is out there all the time. So in the 90s, there were guys that were dying at shows, actually, which was kind of scary. So the thing is, since then, the sport has evolved a lot. And because of that, I would say it's safer now than it's used to be, because bodybuilders have learned a lot about what not to do. because of some of those guys that died in the 90s, or guys that competed hard in the 90s and then died recently at a young age in their 40s or early 50s. But what's really different now is, first of all, you've got way more people doing it now. You got way more people doing it now than there were 30 years ago. When I first started competing, I was the only guy in my gym doing it. There was nobody else doing that. Now, you've got all these men's physique competitors, all the girls. It's just, the sport has grown like crazy. But social media changed the world. We see everybody's information. We didn't know a lot about bodybuilding unless we were deep into it in the 90s. So now, what is the most common thing to blow up on social media? Bad news. It's bad news. Bad news is what blows up on social media. So somebody dies, boom, it gets blasted around like crazy. And in the fitness space, paying attention to it, of course we see that. But to say that they're dropping like flies is, I don't think there are any more dying than there used to be. It's just way more known now. Tanya, what up, my girl? Hey, New World Muscle says, I never knew they had CPAPs for babies. Listen, I had no idea either. I had no idea. It's crazy. Tiny little CPAP. Melanie, what up? Good morning. Good morning. Tanya says, media has always skewed negative. We used to talk the same shit about mainstream news. Exactly. It's just the way it is. The way it is. It's truly amazing how times have changed. I still get a birthday wish from automated RX forms. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, times are so different now. So Tanya, no. Tanya asked, does the baby need a CPAP? So when Enzo was born, guys, on Tuesday, this is why I didn't post for a few days. He was a frank breech, which means that his head was up top, his butt was where his head was supposed to be. He had to come out, emergency C-section. And what was explained to me is it's more common in boys, but when they're born that way, they often don't know how to breathe right on their own. And they struggle to breathe. And that happened to him when he came out. It was kind of scary. So he got rushed immediately to the NICU, which is, for those of you that don't know what the NICU is, that's the, intensive care unit specifically for babies. And man, it was crazy. He had a team of people working on him. They put IVs in him. He had to get on a glucose for a little bit. And he had to have a tiny little CPAP for the first couple days. Then they removed the CPAP and just had him on oxygen. And then once he got off the oxygen and showed that he could breathe good on his own, he was able to come home. Scary way to see your newborn like that, though. Luke, that's funny. That's funny. That's a funny question. I sometimes forget that I'm a lord. Everybody was surprised that I didn't want to name him after myself, but I want him to have his own identity. Plus, I don't want them to Google his name and see all the bad shit that comes up, like when you Google my name. Ooh. Do I have a dog? Yes, I have 2 dogs, Homemaker Experiments. Jack and Reese, they're both right here, actually. Hanging out. They like to hang out when I do my cardio. They love to hang out when I'm doing my cardio. What else do we have going on? I saw some interesting stuff on Fox News while I was in the hospital. I don't really watch regular TV, but there was nothing really on the TV in there, so we had Fox News on, and I was watching all those crazy people in Congress with the signs, with the get rid of Elon Musk signs and shit. It's so crazy, this world we live in. Tanya says, I think naming kids the same name is boring as hell. And why don't women do that? Yeah, I always wondered why women don't do that, You never really see women do that. I guess there's some unspoken rule on it. I'm a junior. My dad has the same name as me. I'm Philip Braun Jr. So if I did name my son after me, he'd be Philip Braun III, which is hilarious because he'd get that little Roman numeral. Alas, I didn't want to give him the same name. Hey, Luke, thank you, man. Thank you. That was a intense few days. I think that's also part of the reason why I'm so tired, but I'm happy to be back. Luke, I'm going to do a video on my blood work after 60 days of the SLU PP332. Crazy how good my blood is. Really, really like mind-blowing. Now I'm going to do it again in 30 days off of it and just see if there's a fast change. Tanya says, my grandfather had his dad's name, but not the same middle name, so he wasn't second, just also Hunter. Oh, okay. Just another John. Little John. Lil John. Hey, Keith, good to see you on here, man. Appreciate you. Good, Luke. I'm glad you're staying on top of that stuff. I'm proud of you. How's the weight loss going? You still progressing nicely? Homemaker says, I say you're a legend and Enzo is a lord. Okay, thank you, Homemaker Experiments. I appreciate you. I'm probably just going to do 30 minutes today. I did a long one yesterday, and I'll tell you, with everything that's been going on and everything else, I was wiped out. I was wiped out. Also, I forgot, once again, to program in my watch that I'm doing cardio. Come on. Come on, bro. Oh, well. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? My numbers are skewed. Doing good, though. Let's see. Personal question here, brother. I am to purchase a song on Apple. J. Creams. You know my flavor or baller status? Ooh. Listen. Very tough choice. But I think that you got to go with J. Creams, you know my flavor on that one. Down another 15. Wow, bro. Hell yeah, Luke. That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that. Progress, baby. Gotta go with You Know My Flavor. When he came out with You Know My Flavor, oh my God. That was a funny time period, man. The J. Cream days, that was a funny time period. We've had some funny time periods with Jason. The different eras of Genova. What breed are my dogs? Okay, so Jack is an American Bully, American Bulldog, and Reese is a miniature pincher. $5 pounds up 100. You got it, bro. You got it. That 100 number is going to feel good. Anyway, can you see them? Yeah, I'll pop them in here real quick before I get off here. I'm actually going to start slowing it down and get off now. 30 minutes is all I'm going to push out today. I learned my lesson after everything I went through yesterday. My body feels beat up. But I'm going to keep going hard in the gym. If you guys have any questions, any more questions, get them in now before I roll out. I am going to try to get back on closer to 9, get on that schedule. Just figuring out around the baby's feeding times because he eats every 3 hours. So, listen, when he eats, he's amazing. For some reason, when he gets his diaper changed, he hates it. He cries. It's the only time he cries. So you change his diaper every time you feed him when you wake him up. So there's no sleeping when he's crying like that. Not for me, at least. I'm a light sleeper anyway. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll definitely do a longer one tomorrow. Luke, I'm off of it. I came off of it. I wanna see what happens being off of it for a month or so. So I've been off of it for almost a week. Not quite a week, but almost a week. It'll be a week tomorrow. But yeah, being that summer, I'll be on here live tomorrow for sure. For sure. All right, let's see here. Anything else, guys, before I jump out? I'll show you guys the dogs for those of you who wanted to see the doggies. Hi, babies. There's Jackie. Hi, Jackie boy. And there's Weasel. Hi, little Weasel. Hi, Jackie boy. Your cousin cries when she gets her diaper changed? Yeah, it just doesn't seem to like it. Everything else, she's happy. Jackie. Weasel. Jack got a bath yesterday. I took him. He was so smelly. Oh, my Lord. He needed a bath so bad. I could smell him as soon as he walked into the room. He's clean now, though. Weasel never smells. They are cute. Thank you, Homemaker Experiments. All right, guys. I got to get up out of here. I appreciate you. We'll be back, hopefully 9 tomorrow. And we'll get a good long session in. I appreciate you guys doing this with me. Be on the lookout. I'm going to do a video on this loop, though. I think that it's definitely video worthy. I'm gonna film that today. So I love you guys all. God bless you guys all. Whether you're in India, here, or anywhere else, I love you all. Peace out. Bye, guys.